Let me tell you that this opportunity and this product that I'm going to talk to you about today is unique. I truly want you to understand that this that is happening is something very big. It is something that is changing lives, something which is transforming the health of thousands and thousands of people. My husband and I started in this company to use the product 6 months ago in the month of July. We started, and it reached me via menopause. Don't laugh, but I was already with some tremendous lacks of energy. I couldn't sleep. I didn't have the hot flashes. I didn't, but I was 51 years old, so it was understandable that this was going on. And I was able to do anything to change this. I think that anybody that's going through a health issue, it's normal that sometimes we say, okay, I got used to it. This is what I have to go through. No, that's not normal. God created us to be healthy, feel well, and to feel good. And our body has a resource for that. What happens that after 30 years old, our stem cells, beautiful and marvelous, that helps us with that, they start becoming dormant. So if you know what I mean, they start becoming inactive. And that's when you start feeling pain and when old age begins. So that's what was happening to me until a friend of mine, Jay Atkins, said to my husband, give this to Rochelle. I know she hasn't been feeling well, and I know that she was searching for stem cell treatments. And my husband, without saying anything to me, he just patched me. And now look at me. 24 hours afterwards, that same day, I had an energy as if I was 20 years old. And I'm not lying. And you're hearing this for the first time, but here there are people from our team, and they can say what they have felt. That was my first sign that this is amazing. Nevertheless, I didn't know that it was a business. When I said to Jay, hey, I want more of that product, I want to continue using it. What I love is that it's not a medication. And that's something I'm going to explain to you now. I'm going to briefly show you what is a product, what it does, this technology consists in that is truly bringing so much well-being to so many people with different conditions. But also, afterwards, I'm going to show you the second part, because how many of you here, if you can write down in the chat, you are here for the X39. Would you like also to change your finances? Please write it in the chat. Would you like to generate more money a month? I want to know who I'm speaking to today so I can direct myself to you in the best way. Yes, I would. Okay. Who wouldn't want that? Of course, somebody says. Anybody else? Anybody who says, you know what? I work a lot and I want to increase what I earn monthly. Anybody else? Yes, Mirna? Okay, that's enough. So let me explain the product, because if you haven't explained the product, you don't know how to earn money. So I'm going to show my screen. So I want you to take screenshots, because you might forget afterwards, oh, what was the name of that technology? Oh, what was that? And when you take pictures, they stay, and then you can check anything that you were missing. So let me share my screen. Okay, here it is. This is the patch that is changing the world and families completely. One of the things that I want to say is that when my husband and I enrolled, LifeWave is a company that has been in the market for 20 years. It's a company with a lot of name. It's a very serious company. It's a company of a lot of credibility, and the owner and founder, David Smith, is a human being who loves human beings. He's also a follower of Jesus Christ, and he loves to help. He knows that he was born for this, and his intelligence and the gift that God gave him allowed it, because he is a scientist and inventor. When he created this, there was a lot of North American, not Latin people. There was a group from Puerto Rico, but nobody Latin. So we thought, imagine what this can do in the Latin American market. So many people with conditions like thyroids, like arthritis, conditions of autoimmune system diseases, any pains, sciatica, they cannot sleep, menopause, any human being, not only Latins, but this wasn't known in the Latin American market. My husband and I love Jesus, and if you know us and if you don't know us, we have to let you know that we know that service is one of our fundamental values, serving others and helping others. And having this in our hand, we cannot just be silent. So that is how we started this amazing trip with X39. Now, what I want you to know and write it down. It doesn't contain any chemicals. It is not a drug. It is a technology. And the word technology, write it down in capital letters, because since you and I are not inventors and we're not scientists, we think this is impossible. But we've had so many testimonials that I'll show you later that prove that this is possible. Technology has advanced a lot, and David Smith used his technology and his gift to invent the X39. What technology, Rochelle? What is it about? The patch doesn't contain anything. It is not transdermic. What does that mean, not transdermic? In case you don't understand, it means that nothing enters your system or your blood. It is phototherapy. Write down phototherapy or write down, or sorry, take a screenshot of this slide. What is phototherapy? You see this circle here, this white circle? It's full of nanocrystals. What does nanocrystal means? It means tiny, very small crystals. So these nanocrystals, David, the scientist and the inventor, join the nanocrystals, and depending on how they are put together and their friction, they cause a frequency. They have a specific frequency. So this acts like a mirror. Every human being produces infrared light, absolutely all of us. So if this is a mirror, when the patch reaches you, it acts like a mirror. And what does it do? Your light, which is reflected in this mirror, is reflected back into your body and comes back to your body. What does this happen with your heat, which is a normal heat of any human body? It starts reactivating stem cells, your own stem cells. There are stem cell treatments out there, and that's what I wanted to do actually, which was a serum that I was going to go to Mexico to have it introduced into my body. And it's only stem cells of people that I don't know who they are. And I'm not saying that's bad, I would never do that, but that's a reality. But I was saying that you prefer other stem cells or yours, when they were the ones that God created and sent you with. I prefer mine. They start reactivating and they start doing their job, which is generating and repairing everything that happens in your body. And that is what happens with a patch. That is why we start seeing these kind of benefits. An increase in strength, you can sleep much better. I felt it immediately, 24 hours afterwards. You might be saying, is this going to happen 24 hours? We don't know, because each body is different. And I don't know what your body is going to find with stem cells when they start reactivating. In the first 24 hours, more than 4,000 stem cells start reactivating in your body. Imagine that. Your dream, vitality, and sleep start improving. You feel full of life and creativity and a mental clarity that says, what's going on? There's even people that start saying, do you think it's the patch? And they start doubting because nobody understands. I know that it is difficult to imagine in our minds that something as small and as little is causing this in your body, but it is true, and you're going to hear it from a lot of people. I want you to take a picture of this. Why? Because when we say that it helps with these conditions, it's because we have testimonials of this. Remember when my husband and I enrolled that we had to translate everything to Spanish because the material was only in English? We said, we have no testimony in Spanish. How can we send people who are asking that only speak Spanish? And we said, okay, with our own team. The more we enrolled people during the week, we do trainings every day from Tuesday to Thursday with our teams. We started doing testimonial calls where people, like people that we knew and people that we didn't know, say, tell me what you were feeling with the X39. And they started to hear how, with what God created, our body has a resource. So we started working with our own stem cells in the most imminent need that our body has. This is the founder of LifeWave, which is the name of the company. His name is David Smith, and he has more than 180 patents. And you might think, oh, anybody can have a patent. No, it's not that easy. Nevertheless, for him, just like technology works, more than 180 patents, like he was letting us know. That one day he said, no, I'm not going to do more patents. It's over. So then he had the company started in 2004. And the first patch he created was an energy patch, which was for the Navy SEALs. The government of the United States hired him. Now, all those years, during all those years, the company generated approximately 60 million, 100 million a year. In 2020, this man that you see here, this is when he came out with that X39 amazing technology that he was working in 10 years. In 10 years, he invested $4.5 million because he wanted what reactivating stem cells without the need of using
fuese
somebody
natural
else's
y
stem
sin
cells
químicos.
and for it
Eso
being
es lo que él
natural
estaba
and without
persiguiendo, le tomó
chemicals.
10
That's what
años
he was
y él
looking
fue
for, and it took
confiando
him
hasta que
10
lo
years,
logró.
and
Y
he
aquí
was
está.
consistent
Desde el
until
2020,
he
imagínense
managed
ustedes que
it.
el
And
año
here he
pasado
is
la
from
compañía en el
2020. Imagine
2024
that last year the
cerró
company in
produciendo y generando
2024,
700
they
millones
closed
de dólares.
producing and
Ese
generating
crecimiento es
$700
porque esto
million.
funciona. ¿Qué
That
tienes
growth is
acá?
because
Un
this
producto
works.
que
What do you
funciona,
have here?
un
A product
producto
that
único.
works,
Rachel,
a
¿por qué me
unique
dices que es un
product.
producto único? Por esto
Rochelle,
que ves
why do you
acá,
say it's a unique product?
porque está
Because of this
patentado.
that we see here,
Y para que a
because
ti
it's
te den una
patented. And
patente
for
y
you
te
to
la
have a
entreguen
patent and for
legalmente como
somebody
está
to
ahí, de
give
hecho
it to
ustedes,
you
esto es un récord
legally,
público,
like you
ustedes
see,
pueden
this is
tomar
a
ese
public
número
record. You
y lo
can
van a
take that
encontrar.
number
Tienen que
and
ocurrir
you're
dos
going to
cosas.
see it.
Lo
Two things
primero
have to happen.
es que este
The first
producto
thing is that this
tiene que
product
hacer lo que tú
has
dices que
to do
hace.
what you
Y
say
aquí
it
vemos,
does.
ustedes
And
pueden leer,
here we can
esa es
see,
la
you can read
descripción
that
de
that
lo que
is
hace el
the
producto.
description
Y
of
lo
what the
segundo,
product
que
does.
nadie
And the
haya
second thing is that
inventado un producto como
nobody
el
should
tuyo
have invented
anteriormente.
a product like
Y
yours
si le
previously.
entregaron la patente es porque
And if
cumplió
they
con
gave
ese
him a
propósito.
patent, it's
Ahora, la pregunta
because
que todos
it
hacen, ¿cómo
complied with
se
that.
usa?
Now, the
¿Qué
question
tengo
that
que
everybody
hacer?
asks,
¿Tengo
how do
que
you use
ponerme
it?
debajo
What
del
do I have
agua?
to
¿Cómo es?
do? Do
Porque
I
todo el
have to
mundo
get
piensa que es una
underwater?
cosa
What is it
como
about?
muy
Because
diferente.
everybody thinks
Nada.
that it's
Esto que
something
ustedes ven
very
acá, que es el
different. No.
parchecito,
This
el
that you
chiquito
see
de
here,
atrás,
which is a patch, has a
ustedes lo
sticker
abren
behind. You
y
open
se
it
lo ponen.
and you put it on.
Estas dos posiciones que ustedes
These
ven,
two
que es tres
positions that
dedos
you
debajo
see,
del
which is
ombligo o
3 fingers
detrás del
underneath the
cuello,
belly button or
no es que
behind
solo
the
puedes
neck,
ponértelo ahí. De
it's not
hecho,
that
el
you can
episodio anterior
only
nos
put
dijo
it
lo
there.
puedes poner
Actually,
en cualquier
X39,
parte
you can
del
place it
cuerpo.
in any
La
part of your body.
recomendación del
The
CEO de la compañía
recommendation of
es
the
que
CEO of the
si hay un
company
lugar que te
is that
duele,
if
que lo
there's a
pongas
part of
ahí.
your body
Te
in
cuento, a
pain, you should
veces
put it on
tengo
there.
dolor de
Let me
cabeza.
tell you that
Medio me lo
sometimes I
pongo
have a
acá.
headache. I come and I
No,
put it on
ya no
here.
tengo dolor.
3 minutes,
Ay, no,
no
pero
more
es que me
headache.
siento
Oh
mal
no,
porque
but now
a
I
lo mejor
don't feel
estamos,
well
las
because
mujeres están con lo que nos toca.
maybe,
Pero te lo
women
recomiendo
are
todo
with
mes.
their,
Ah, no,
okay,
pero
put
donde
it on
tengas
your
un dolor,
abdomen
si no
or
quieres
whatever
decidir
you have
dónde.
pain. If
Esto es
you
lo que se
cannot
muestra
decide
porque los
where,
estudios
this
clínicos
is
que
what
tenemos
we
más de
show you
100
because
estudios
clinical
clínicos,
studies that
que
we
esto
have
de
more
los
than
cuales
100
ustedes
clinical
pueden tener
studies that
acceso
we've
porque
done,
nosotros
what you can
tenemos
have access to
plataforma,
because we
tenemos
have
un canal de
platforms.
YouTube,
We
tenemos
have a
una
YouTube
plataforma de
channel,
entrenamiento
we
y ahí
have
tenemos
training
todos los
platforms,
estudios que ustedes
and we have
necesitan
all the studies that you
que
need to
prueba lo que le
see
estamos
there,
diciendo y los estudios
clinical
que fueron hechos
trials
dividieron en
that
dos
prove
grupos.
what
A un
has
grupo
been
se le
done. And
pusieron
the
tres
clinical
dedos
trials
debajo
were
del
divided in
ombligo
two
y
groups.
a
One
otro
group
grupo en
put
el
the
cuello.
patch on
Por
three
eso se
fingers
llama esa
underneath the
forma,
belly
pero
button and the
realmente
other
tú
one
lo
in the
puedes
nape of the
poner en
neck. That's
cualquier
why you see
parte
that picture.
de
But the
tu cuerpo.
reality
¿Qué vas
is
a
that you
ver?
can put
Que
it
vas a
on
tomar
any
mucha
part of
agua.
your body. What are you going to see? That you're going to
Necesitamos
drink a
tomar
lot of
bastante
water.
agua,
We need to drink quite a lot
definitivamente,
of
porque eso
water.
ayuda la
Definitely,
labor del
because that
patch.
helps with
Ayuda.
the
So,
the
vas a
patch
tomar
to work.
agua, nada
It
más.
helps the patch. So you're
¿Quiénes no
just going to
pueden? A
drink
mí me
water.
gusta siempre
Who cannot, I always
explicar
like to
quiénes no
explain
pueden
who
usar el parche.
should not use the patch.
Antes de que empiecen a preguntar, y si tengo
Before you
esto, y si
start
tengo
asking
esto,
questions,
escribe
and what
esto.
if I have this
Solo
and what if I
dos.
have that?
Y no es
Write
que no
this down.
puedan, es que
Only
no
two.
se
And
les
it's not that they
recomienda.
can't, it's that it's not
Persona número
recommendable.
uno, si has tenido
People,
un
number
trasplante de
one, if
órgano,
you had an organ transplant,
nos dicen que no se
they
recomienda.
tell us that it's
Persona
not
número dos,
recommended.
si
Person
está
number two,
activo ahora
if
mismo en un
you
tratamiento
are
contra el cáncer,
in an active
o
treatment
quimio
against
o
cancer right
radio.
now, or
Si no,
chemotherapy or
y se les
radiotherapy.
recomienda que cuando terminen
And
esos
if not,
tratamientos
you
de quimio,
recommend that when those chemo
empiecen con el parche.
radiotherapy end,
Son
you can
las
start
únicas
with
dos
the patch.
personas. El
Those are the
resto
only two people.
puede hacerlo
So the
sin
rest
ningún problema.
can do it
Con esto no
with
estamos
no problem.
diciendo, uno,
With
no
this, we're
estamos
not
diciendo que
saying,
cure,
number one, that it
importante.
cures anything, super
Dos,
important.
no estamos
And
diciendo
number
deja tu
two, we're
tratamiento que el
not
médico te
saying
ha
that you should
mandado. Nada,
stop
al
the
contrario.
treatment that the
Nosotros no
doctor
somos médicos.
prescribed.
Ustedes
Nothing.
deben
On the
saber,
contrary, we're
tenemos
not
personas
doctors.
con
You have
diabetes,
to know that we
ahorita
have
van a oír
people
los
with
testimonios y
diabetes. Right now,
nunca han
you're going
dejado
to hear the
sus
testimonials.
medicamentos hasta
They
que su
never
doctor
stop
les ha dicho,
using their
¿sabes qué?
medications until their
Veo los
doctor has
números
said, you know what?
realmente
I'm seeing the
muy
numbers
bien,
and
ya
truthfully,
estás
they look
bien,
really,
no
really well.
necesitas el
You're
medicamento.
fine.
Tu
You don't need the
médico.
medication. Your
Nunca hay
doctor
que ser
needs to say that.
responsable. Así que eso es
You
importante que lo
never have to
entiendas
be
en la
responsible of
mente.
saying
Ahora,
to anybody that they shouldn't take
siempre nos encanta que ustedes
a
escuchen
medication. Okay, have that in
testimonios,
mind. Now, we
porque no es lo mismo
always
que yo te
love
lo
it when
cuente o una
you hear
una persona
testimonials
es
because it's not the same
otra.
thing that I talk
Hablar
about
de
it,
lo que el
or for
X39
you
ha
to
hecho
hear
en sus
someone
vidas,
else
y vas
talk
a ver
about
que
what
es
X39 has done in their
representación
lives. And I want
muy
you to pay attention
diferente.
to this.
Las
You're going to
condiciones son
see how
distintas que hay,
different
así que
the
escucha
different
esto.
conditions that there are. So listen to this.
Desde hace 9 años
Since 9 years
sufro
ago,
de
I've been
hipertiroidismo,
suffering from
muchos
hypothyroidism, and
tratamientos,
I've gone through a lot of
cortes de
treatments.
pelo.
My hair was
Cuando
falling
me
out,
habla
and when
de estos
Rochelle
patches
told me
maravillosos,
about these
yo dije,
amazing
perfecto,
patches,
lo
I
voy a
said,
probar y
okay,
voy a
perfect.
documentar
I'm
todo.
going to try it and I'm going to
Empecé a
document everything. So,
ir
what's the first thing I
con mi
did?
querido doctor
I
Andrés,
went
me
with
ordenó
my
unos
dear
exámenes
doctor
y
and I
empecé a
did the
notar
tests and I
cambios
started using the patch.
completamente
I
nuevos.
remember I was using
Ese mes
X39. After
exactamente
2 weeks, I started to use the
fui a
Alavida at
tres
night.
exámenes,
And after three
me volvieron a
weeks,
hacer exámenes de sangre.
I did
En
blood
esos
work
exámenes
again. These
salieron
are my
cosas
results
increíbles.
of my thyroid
Cuando
blood
por
work,
primera
where
vez
for the
en
first time in 8 years, all my levels are normalized.
fue
And
solamente
this was only by using
doctor
the
decía,
patch. I wrote
está
to
así,
my
está
doctor,
controlado.
and he
Y
replied,
luego
yes,
ya
it's under
después de
control.
años de haber
I'm a
tenido
diabetic since 8 years ago,
algunos
diabetes
años
type
con mi
2.
doctora,
When I had my
mi
appointment
doctora
with a
dice,
doctor, my
mira,
best friend,
estos
she said,
números como que no
hey,
se,
these numbers,
están como que
uh,
drásticamente
they're
diferentes.
like
¿Qué está
drastically
pasando?
different. Something is going
Tenemos
on
que
here. I'm
revisar
going to have to
Ay, ¿qué pasó?
do more
su hija. No la
tests.
vayan a utilizar más.
I'm
Tenemos
going to have to tell you
que
to stop
seguir
taking insulin. You don't need to use it anymore. You're just going to need to take the pill. But if you continue with your numbers like this, in 1 year, I'm going to tell you to quit all the medications that you've taken. I was in depression for 3 years using medication for depression, and there was no way to get out of there with a patch. After 7 days, I stopped taking the medication. My depression changed, disappeared, and my mood changed in 3 days. This morning, I woke up to go to school and I was really walking fast and I hit myself with the door of the car. I put on the patch because I opened my forehead and it's been 8 hours more or less since I patched myself after hitting myself and it's gone.
¿Vieron lo que les decía?
Do you
Condiciones
see what I was
completamente
saying?
diferentes. Por eso es
Completely
que no
different
podemos decir,
conditions.
hey,
That
a
is
ti te va a
why we
pasar
can
esto, a
say,
ti te
hey,
va. No,
this is going to
eso
happen
es
to you, or that is
empezar a
going
usar
to
el
happen to you.
producto,
No, you have to
dejar que
start
esto empiece
using
a
the
obrar
product,
y a
let
trabajar,
this
que
start
empiecen a
working, and you
reactivarse
need to
y
reactivate
todo va a
it,
estar como
and
debe estar.
everything is
Entonces,
going to
sí
be
es
as it
importante que
should.
ustedes sepan,
So it is
no
important for
curar,
you to know
trabaja
that it
mejorar,
doesn't
trabaja mejorar
cure, but it
maravillosamente,
does
porque
make you
así como eso,
feel
créeme que tenemos
amazing and
miles y
improve.
miles
And
de
just like that,
testimoniales.
believe me, we
Ahora,
have
pregunto en el chat,
thousands of
como ustedes
testimonials.
saben,
Now,
vamos
question
para
in the
la parte
chat,
de cómo
like
ganar
know.
dinero.
Let's go
Después al
talk
final te
about
vamos a
how to
dar
earn
orientación.
money. At the
Entonces,
end, we'll
déjenme
answer
saber acá.
questions, okay?
Vamos para
Let
cómo
me
ganar
know
dinero.
here.
¿Están
Let's see how
listos?
we earn money.
Díganme,
Are you
digan
ready?
sí, si está
Come on,
listo.
give me a
Voy
yes
por
if you're
allá.
ready. Let's
Díganme,
go.
estoy esperando los
Tell
sí.
me.
A
I'm
ver,
waiting for
para
those
empezar.
yeses. Let's see. So we can
Los
start.
sí, ¿dónde están los sí de la
Okay,
gente que
where
quiere
are those
seguir?
yeses of the
Sí,
people
sí,
who
ok,
want
a
to
ver.
follow?
Muy
Yes,
bien,
yes.
muy bien.
Okay,
Estoy
wonderful.
solamente
Beautiful.
chequeando si están
I'm just
atentos.
checking if
Estoy
you're
solo
awake.
chequeando, solo
I'm just
chequeando.
checking, just
Ok,
checking, okay?
esto es fácil. Algo que
So
amo de esta
this
compañía es
is
que nos pagan
easy.
semanal.
Something that we do in this
Semanal.
company and that we
Imagínense
love
tú,
in
y
this
hay un
company,
cheque
sorry,
todas las
is that
semanas.
they pay you weekly.
Todas las semanas.
Weekly.
Esta
Imagine
oportunidad,
having a
yo
weekly check
recuerdo, y esto
every
siempre me
week,
gusta
every week.
decirlo,
The
hace
week.
muchos
This
años,
opportunity is
cuando
something that I
uno
remember and I
menciona
love
la
to say.
palabra venta
Since a lot of
directa, la
years
gente
ago,
se
when
asusta.
somebody would
La gente dice,
mention
¿qué?
direct sales,
Nada que ver.
people get
Yo era de
afraid. They're
esas
like,
personas.
what?
Sin
And I was
embargo,
one of
hace
those
unos
people,
6
but
años
nothing to
me di
do
la
with that.
oportunidad de
Now,
salir de mi
after
zona de
around
comodidad.
6 years,
Dije,
I
voy a
decided to
tratarlo.
get out of my
Voy a
comfort
tratarlo
zone and I
porque
said,
no me gusta
I'm
tener
going to
miedo. Yo
try
soy
it.
una persona
I'm
que le
going to
gusta
try it
ponerle
because I
miedo a
don't
las
like to
cosas,
be
sino
afraid.
me gusta
I'm a
enfrentar.
person who
Porque si
doesn't
no, el
like to
miedo
be
me
afraid of
domina.
things. I like to
Entonces dije,
face
voy
my
a
fear.
hacerlo. Y me
If
voy a
not,
atrever.
fear will
Y
dominate
simplemente
me. And
me
I said,
enamoré
I'm
de la
going to do
industria.
it and I'm
Me
going to dare.
encantó.
And you know
Me
what?
encantó
I
porque
fell in love with the
pienso,
industry
uno, que está
and
muy
I loved it.
explotada allá
I loved it.
afuera de
One, because
personas
I
que
think
damos
that
malos
there's a lot of
conceptos de
people
cosas que
out
no
there
conocen.
giving
Y
the
dos,
incorrect
porque
concepts
sí
of
creo
things that they don't
fielmente que
know.
es
And
una
two,
de las
because I do
industrias
believe
que usadas de la
faithfully
manera
that this is one of
correcta
the
puede
industries that if
impactar
you
la vida de
use the
miles y
correct
miles y
way,
miles de
can
personas
make an
con
impact on the
producto
lives of
y con
thousands and
finanzas.
thousands and
Entonces,
thousands of people
sí creo
with
en
product
esta
and with
industria. Sin
finances. So
embargo,
I do
también
believe
entiendo que
in this
vivimos en un
industry.
mundo que hay
But I do
afuera. Hay
understand that
gente
we live
que
in a world
miente,
that
hay
out
gente que hace
there
cosas
are
que no
people
se
who
deben, pero
lie,
en cualquier
people who do
industria
things that
pasa,
shouldn't be
no
done. But that
solamente
can
en esta.
happen in any
Entonces, yo te
industry, not
pido
in
hoy
this
que
one
ahora cuando yo te
only.
explique esta
So
parte,
when I
si tú
explain
a lo
this
mejor
part to you,
piensas
if
o
you
dijiste, no,
think
eso no es
that,
para
oh
mí,
no, that
te
is
hago
not
lo
for
mismo,
me,
trates de
I would ask if you
contener
could
ese
right now
pensamiento,
try to
porque a lo mejor ese
contain
tipo de
that thought,
pensamiento es lo que te
because maybe
aleja de
that type
ti,
of thought
de
is
lograr
what
las cosas
has
que son
made
para ti
you
y
go
que nada se la van a entregar a
get
nadie,
away from the
solamente a
things
ti.
that were done for
Entonces, si
you.
tú no te
And
atreves
nobody else is
por
going to
más,
have them. So
no
if
van a
you
hacer.
don't dare to go
Entonces, yo
after
te pido que
something
me
more,
escuches,
it's not
que
going to
tengas una
happen.
mente
So
abierta
I
y
ask you to
que
just
veas
listen to
esta
me with
posibilidad
an
que
open mind
realmente
and to
puede
see this
existir, porque
possibility
te lo
that
voy a
truly
demostrar.
could exist for you
4
because I'm
maneras de
going to
ganar dinero.
demonstrate it. Four
Yo
ways
voy
that we can
brevemente
earn
por ellas.
money
¿Por
in.
qué? Porque
And
cuando
I'm
tú
going to
entres
talk
ya,
about them briefly.
hay,
Why?
hay
Because when you enroll,
entrenamientos
there is
muy detallados
already
que va
very
paso por
detailed
paso,
trainings
porque
that
si no te
go
voy a
step by
agobiar.
step.
Entonces voy a ir
Because if
rapidito.
not, I'm
Cuando a mí me
going
preguntan en
to
qué
overwhelm you.
consiste
So
el
let me do
negocio,
this
si yo
fast.
quiero ganar
When
dinero, ¿qué
people
tengo que
ask me
hacer?
what the business is,
Facilito,
what is the business about?
compartir
If I want to
el
earn
producto.
money, what do I have to do? It's
Para
easy.
eso
share the product. Look, that is why when somebody asks me, I always patch them. right?
Tú no tienes ni que
When
hablar,
people
porque esto
feel
habla por
bad,
sí
you
solo.
don't even have to talk
Habla por sí
because
solo.
this talks
Entonces,
for
cuando tú
itself.
parcheas a la gente,
When you patch
cada vez que
people,
tú vendes un
each time
paquetico
that
de
you
parche,
sell a
a
pack
ti
of
te van a dar
patches,
$50 de
they're
comisión.
going to give you a
Ellos pagan
$50 commission.
149 y tú
They
tienes
pay
$50 de comisión.
149 and you have
Quiere
a
decir
$50
que
commission.
si tú
That
vendes
means that if you
5
sell
paquetes de parche, ahí
five
tú tienes
packs of
$250.
patches, then you have
¿A quién no le está
$250.
debiendo $150 a la
Who
semana?
wouldn't be happy with
A
250
cualquiera,
extra
a la
dollars a
semana,
week?
a cualquiera. Y tú dices, bueno, pues yo
Everybody,
voy a
right?
vender
A week.
toda la
Then you
semana
can say,
6
well, I'm
paquetes de
going to
parche.
sell
Ah,
all
bueno, pues
week
ahí tienes
six packs of
$300
packages.
semanales
Okay, of patches.
solo
Okay,
por
you have
esta manera de ganar
$300
dinero.
a week
¿Cuál es la otra
just by
parte del
this way of
negocio,
earning money.
Rachel? Tú
What is
quieres
the
hacer
other part of
equipo.
the business, Rochelle?
No
Do you
solamente
want
quieres
to
vender
have a
parche,
team?
tú quieres invitar
You
a
don't want to
personas que sean
only
parte
have
de tu
patches.
equipo,
You want
personas
to
que tengan
invite
la
people
mente
to be part of
correcta,
your team.
personas que
People
digan,
with a
a mí me
correct
interesa esta
mentality.
industria, personas
People
que
who say,
dicen,
hey, I'm
yo quiero
interested in the
más
industry.
y yo sé que
People
le
who
voy a
say,
dedicar
I
el
want
tiempo
more and
a
I
este
know I'm going to
negocio
dedicate
y
this
lo voy a
business
hacer y me voy a
sometime
entrenar y
and
voy a
I'm going to
aprender.
work it and
Cada
I'm going
vez
to train
que tú
and I'm
invitas
going to learn.
personas a tu
Each
equipo
time
y
that
se
you invite
inscriben,
people to
si
your
empiezan
team
con el
and they
paquete
enroll,
core, que
if
ahorita te
they
voy a
start with a
demostrar
core
cuáles
pack,
son los
I'm going
precios, te
to
lo voy a
show you what
demostrar,
the
a ti
prices
te dan
are right now.
$35
You
de
can get
comisión. Cada
$35 in
una de las
commission.
personas que entran con ese
Each one
paquete.
of the
Si
people who
entran con
enroll
el
with
más,
that pack, if they
75.
enroll with
Y si
advanced,
entran con
30,
premium, vale
75, and with
105.
premium,
Entonces,
405.
nosotros cuando te entrenamos,
So
te
when
enseñamos
we
cómo poner
train
tus
you,
metas
we
para
show
poder
you
lograr los
how
números de
to
acuerdo al
put
dinero
your
que tú
goals
quieres
to
ganar
reach
semanal.
your
Ah, yo quiero
numbers
ganar $1000. Ah, yo
with
quiero
the
ganar dos
money
mil
that you
dólares.
want
O,
to
yo quiero
earn
ganar
every week. I want to
ilimitadamente.
earn
Porque es verdad.
$200,
Tú puedes ganar
$1,000, or I
todo lo que
want
tú quieras.
unlimited
Tienes
earnings
que hacerlo
because it isn't
correcto.
limited.
Nada más.
You can earn whatever
Entonces,
you want. You
¿cuál
just
es la
have to do what you
próxima?
have to do. That's all. So what is the next one?
Esto es algo del modelo de
This
negocio.
is something
Dentro
from the
de la
business
venta,
model.
de la industria de venta
Inside the
directa,
industry of direct
hay
sales,
diferentes tipos de
there
modelo de
are
negocios.
different
Este
types
de
of
Liveway
business
es algo que
models.
se llama
This
binario.
LifeWave one is one that is
Binario.
called
Dos.
binary, binary 2.
¿Qué quiere decir eso? Tú
What
tienes un
does
lado
this
izquierdo
mean?
y un
You
lado
have a
derecho.
left
Un
side and a
equipo a tu
right side,
izquierda y un
a
equipo a tu
team on
derecha.
your
Dos
left and on
lados.
your right,
So,
two
cuando tú
sides.
empiezas a inscribir
So when
gente,
you
hay
start to
gente que van a
enroll
estar del lado
people,
izquierdo
there
y
are
hay gente
people
que
who are
van a
going
estar
to
del
be on
lado
the left
derecho.
side and on the right
Todo lo que
side.
esa gente
So
haga
everything that
del lado
those
izquierdo y
people
del
do
lado
on the
derecho,
left and the right
cuando compren
side,
parches,
when they
cuando
purchase the
vendan parches,
patches,
cuando
when they sell
inscriban personas,
patches, when
te
they
van a dar
enroll
números,
people, they're going to
igual lo
give
que
you
hagas tú.
numbers. And it's
Y
the same
esos
thing with what you
números
do.
te
And
van,
those numbers
significan dinero para ti.
mean money
Es
for
así de
you.
simple.
It's
Todo lo que
that
ellos hagan a la
simple.
izquierda, todo lo
Everything
que
that
hagan a la
they do
derecha
on the left,
y lo
everything
que
they
hagas tú, te va a
earn
dar
on the right,
números. Y
and
eso
whatever you do is
significa
going to give you
dinero,
numbers.
que
And that
semanalmente, de
means
acuerdo a
money.
los números
That
que tú hagas y
weekly, according to
produzcas
the numbers that
con tu
you do
equipo
and
y
you
tú
produce
misma,
with your
pues
team and
entonces te
yourself,
van a pagar
are going
semanalmente la
to pay
comisión con
you
respecto
the
a eso.
commission
Por eso,
weekly
la
with that.
importancia
So
de
that
entrenar
is
y
why
de
it
tener a tu
is
equipo
important to
conectado
train
con
and
el
to have your
sistema que
team
nosotros tenemos.
connected with the
¿Ok?
system that we have.
Ahora, hay rangos en la compañía.
Okay, now there are ranks in the
Cuando tú llegas a
company.
rangos en la
When
compañía,
you
tú
reach
puedes llegar a
ranks in the
ser hasta
company, you
$1500.
can do up to
Puedes estar haciendo hasta
$1,500.
$25 mil
You can
dólares
do up to
a la semana.
$25,000 a week.
Y si ahora en tu mente apareció
And
el
now, and if
pensamiento, eso es
in your mind, you
imposible,
had
yo
that
te lo voy a
thought,
demostrar
that
ahorita,
is
no te preocupes.
impossible, let me show it to you now.
Cuarta
Don't
manera de
worry.
ganar dinero es
Fourth
esta
way that you
industria.
can earn money
Por
is this one
eso
here.
es que nosotros
That
creamos el
is
sistema de
why we
entrenamiento,
creted
porque
this
es
training system
necesario que
because it
nuestro
is
equipo todo
necessary
completo,
for our
toda la
complete
gente que tú entras van a
team,
tener los mismos
for
entrenamientos.
everybody who
La
enrolls to
gente
have
de
the
tu
same
gente
trainings,
igual,
the
porque
people
todos
from
somos una
your
simulación de
teams to have the
inicio.
same
Y eso es
trainings
algo que tú
because we
tienes que
are a
tener
team
pendiente.
and there's no
Primero, no
divisions.
vas a
And this
estar
is
sola
something
ni
that you
solo.
have to have
Nunca te
into account.
abandonamos.
You're never
Hacemos
going to be
entrenamientos
alone.
para
We
ti y
never
para tu
abandon
equipo.
you. We have
Hacemos
training for
eventos,
you and
hacemos
your
llamadas
team.
para que
We
te invites
organize
a personas
events
y
and
te
calls for
mostramos
you
las
to invite
herramientas que
people.
tú
And we
necesitas
show you
para
the
realmente
tools that
educarte y
you need
poder
to truly
ejecutar.
educate yourself and
Cuando tú
execute.
empiezas a entrenar tu equipo,
When you
empiezas a
start
crecer.
training your
Todo eso que
teams,
te
you
dije que
start
quiero ir a tu
growing
derecha. Y
everything
esto
that I
empieza a
said on your
crecer.
left and
Hay
your
algo que
right.
se
And
llama
this starts
generaciones.
happening.
Este
There's
eres
something
tú.
which is called
A la primera
generations.
persona que
This is
tú
you. The first
directo
person
contigo,
directly under you,
25% te dan a ti de todo
25%
lo
is
que él
what you're
hace
going
en
to
el
get out of
binario.
everything they do in binary.
Esa persona, ese era Pedro.
Now
Pedro
that
ahora
that was
decidió
Pedro. Pedro, okay? Pedro
María
now
es tu
enrolled
segunda
Maria.
generación porque no
Maria
entró
is your
directo
second
contigo, sino
generation
entró con
because
Pedro
she didn't
directo.
enroll directly with you. She
20%.
enrolled directly with Pedro.
Y ahora María
So
enrolló a José.
20%. And
Ese
now
es tu
Maria
tercer
enrolled
nivel.
Jose.
Y a ti te
That
dan
is your
20%.
third level, and
Pero
you get
repito,
20%. Now, quickly,
esto, cuando tú entras,
when
hay
you
entrenamiento
enroll,
solo para esto,
there
para
is
que tú
trainings
puedas
only for
hacer
this,
números,
for you to
entender
be
y
able to do
profundizar.
numbers,
Porque en
understand
una
in
llamada de
depth,
30 minutos es
because in a
imposible. Ahora,
30-minute
¿qué quiero
call, it's
enseñarte?
impossible. Now, what do I
Para
want to show
mí,
you? For me,
Yo sé que visual, yo por lo menos soy una persona
I
visual,
know
me
that,
gusta
well,
ver,
at
me
least
gusta
I'm
ver
a
las
visual person.
imágenes.
I like to see things. I
Yo sé que
like
no
to
todo el
see
mundo es así,
images, and I know
pero
that not
cuando tú ves
everybody is like
números
that.
de lo
But
que
when
tú
you
puedes
see numbers
alcanzar,
of what you
definitivamente
can reach,
te abre los ojos y te
definitely
dice,
it
espérate un
opens
momento,
your
hay
eyes
algo
and it
que yo
says,
no
hey, wait a
entiendo
second,
ahí.
there's
Y
something
yo te voy a
here that I
presentar
didn't see
ahora el
until
caso de
now.
uno de nuestros
And I'm
líderes.
going to
Es el
present the
hombre que nos
case of
ayudó
one
a
of our
nosotros
leaders now.
muchísimo
He
cuando
is a
entramos a
man
la
that has
compañía.
helped
Él
us
no es el que
so
nos
much
firmó a
when we
nosotros.
enrolled into
A
the
nosotros nos
company.
firmó Jay, el
He
esposo de
is
Jiménez.
not who enrolled
Pero, es
us.
mi hombre.
Jay Jimenez
Pero
husband, my
él
upline
nos
enrolled us.
ayudó desde el
But
inicio cuando
he
no
helped
había
us from the
recursos
beginning
en
because since
español, él
we
se
didn't
habla
have any
español.
resources in
Y cuando
Spanish,
nosotros
and he
escuchamos
does
por
speak
primera vez la
Spanish,
historia
and
de él y su
when we
esposa,
heard
él
his
es un
story and his
hombre
wife's
que
for the first
lo
time,
abandonó la escuela,
he is a
él y a su
man
esposa.
that
Es un hombre que cuando
quit
este negocio
school,
llegó
also
a
his
su
wife,
vida,
and when this business
él
reached
estaba
his
recogiendo
life,
basura con
he
su esposa
was
y le
picking up
pagaba por
trash
eso.
with
Y
his
así
wife, and they
vivió
would pay
de
him for
eso.
that, and that's how he
Y llegó
lived.
esta gran oportunidad y lo tomó de la mano.
And he
Lleva
grabbed
2
this
años
great
en la compañía.
opportunity and ran with
2
it. And
años.
he's
Yo
been
te
in the
digo,
company for
en 2 años
2 years.
tú vas a estar
If I
haciendo
tell
el
you that
dinero
in
que
two
él está
years you're
poniendo
going
ahora,
to
que va
be
a ver
earning
el
the money
video,
that you're going
yo
to
quiero
see
que tú
now in
después
his
de
video
eso,
that
tú eres
he's earning,
capaz
I
de
want you to tell
proponerte
me
y
afterwards
determinado
if
hacer
you
esto de la manera que
are
lo hizo.
capable to
Y te pongo
propose
ese número
yourself and
porque
be
él no tiene
determined to do
seguidores,
it
te lo
how
voy a
he did
enseñar,
it.
él
And
no
I'm
tiene
showing you the
seguidores,
number because
no
he
está en
doesn't
redes
have
sociales y
followers.
él mismo te lo
I'm
puede
going
dar.
to show you.
¿Cómo
He's
se
not
llama?
in
Él se
social
llama
media and he
Mike
tells you himself.
Hernández.
Let's hear him. His name is Mike Hernandez. The opportunity is the same for anyone. Anyone that does the job has the same opportunity of earning the same money, okay? There are people who have done it faster than us, and there are people who obviously take longer. But look, this is not a race, this is a marathon. It doesn't matter how much time you take. Look, July of 2023, 2022. We have been exactly 2 years, less than 25 months in the company, okay? I'm not lying. I'm not an exaggerated person or a liar. So week after week after week after week, week after week after week after week, for you to see how this business developed.
Ujú.
Again, these are my results. Your results are going to depend on your effort, your commitment. Mike, I just want to reiterate that what you are showing are not monthly amounts, they are weekly amounts. You can see on the left date, it's only for 1 week, so they're growing 8,000, 10,000, 14,000, 19,000. These amounts are per week. Yes, and you're only going to understand this when you start sharing the product. This is going to make sense when you see this. Look, 1 year in the business without leaving my house, just doing Zooms in shorts and very nice shirts, okay? I never used internet, only Zoom. But via social media, Facebook, Instagram, I don't have TikTok, and I don't know other platforms. I am a dinosaur. When we talk about multi-level, you can see me. You can see if you find a post of what I do, I can give you everything I've earned in these last 2 years. And let me show you the amount right now so you can see it. I am a person that didn't even finish school. Look in the first 5 months in the business in July of 2022, of December 2022, then 2023 the company paid me, and until today, 2024, mid-year, basically, this is what we have achieved. And this hasn't reflected $100,000 of last week and what we did this week. So there are $100,000 missing, which is almost $3 million, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to you, to
Ahí
the
vieron, ese era
divine
Mike
God.
Hernández. Claro, como él
There he
dice,
was, Mike
son
Hernandez.
sus
As he
números.
says, those
Pero
are
de la
his
manera que
numbers.
yo observo, y la primera vez que lo vi, yo le dije a mi
The
esposo, esto
way
es
I
posible,
observe him and the way I
tenemos que
saw it,
hacerlo.
I told
Y tenemos
my
que entrenar a nuestro
husband, it's
equipo para
possible,
que
and we
realmente
have
se
to do it,
inspire en
and we
esos
have to
números, porque
train
si
the
él lo
team to
hizo,
be
¿cuál es la
inspired with those
diferencia con
numbers.
nosotros? ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Como él lo dijo, 1 año
So what
aquí
is the
sentado
difference
llamando
with
gente,
us? What is the
contacto de
difference?
teléfono, quien dice que
One
no tiene
year
redes
calling
sociales y yo no
people,
uso redes sociales,
phone
contactos de tu
contacts. He says
teléfono.
he doesn't have
Y
social
para
media.
eso
Okay,
nosotros
then
también te
your phone
enseñamos cómo
contacts.
usar tus redes
And for
sociales porque
that,
hay
we don't
entrenamiento
only
para
show you
eso
how to
también.
use your social
Entonces tú
media. We can
pregúntale ahora,
teach you.
bueno,
There's
si
training
yo
for
quiero
that
hacer el
too.
negocio, ¿cómo
So
le
now
hago?
ask yourself,
Es
okay, if I
muy
want to work
fácil.
the business,
Estos
how
son
do
los
I
tres
do it?
paquetes para
It
tú
is very
enrolar.
easy. These
Rachel,
are the
¿por qué
three
enrolaría?
packs that
Porque
you can
bueno,
enroll with.
tú
Why
entras
should
a
I
la
enroll,
compañía, este
Rochelle?
es el pago de una
Because
vez.
you
No es que tienes
enter
que
the
pagar
company and this
esa
is a
cantidad de dinero
one-time
mensual
payment.
ni
It's
nada,
not that
es
you have
una
to pay
vez
this
y
amount
eso te da a
monthly or
ti la
anything, just once.
licencia para ser
And this gives
distribuidora
you the
para
license
Lifeway.
to
Recuerda que
be a
como tenemos
LifeWave
la patente,
distributor.
somos
So
exclusivos,
remember
nadie
that
puede
since
tener
you have the
este
patent
producto,
and we're
nadie puede
exclusive,
hacerlo,
nobody
solo
can
el que es
have this product.
distribuidor de
Nobody,
Lifeway.
only
Tú no
the
puedes ir
distributor
afuera a
of
venderlo porque
LifeWave.
te
You can't
agarran
go out
y
there
te
to sell it
cancelan la cuenta.
because they
No
cancel
puedes,
your
solo si eres
account. You
distribuidor,
can't do it.
nada
Only if
más.
you're a
Entonces,
distributor,
tres
nothing else.
paquetes. Primero core.
So 3 packs.
¿Cuál es el
First
paquete
core.
core? El
What
paquete
is a
core
core
cuesta
pack? The core pack
2.95, ese
costs
es su precio, y
295.
te trae
That is its
tres
price,
paqueticos de
and it brings 3
Cada
packs of
uno
this
tiene
one.
30 parches.
Each
cada
one has
uno de
30
estos.
patches. Each one of these.
295
$295,
te trae tres paquetes. El
3 packs.
Advance,
The Advanced,
535, 6 paquetes de
535,
esto.
6 packs
Premium,
of this.
1750,
Premium,
te trae 20
$1,750,
paquetes de esto.
20 packs.
De la manera que yo lo veo
The
usualmente,
way that
porque veo
I
la
use
gente cómo
this normally is because
se
I see
comporta,
how
el
people
core,
behave. Core,
puedes hacer el negocio.
you
Claro que
can
sí.
work the
¿Qué
business with it.
ocurre?
Of course you can.
El
What
volumen te trae a
happens is that the
180.
volume that it gives you
Para
is
tú llegar al primer
180.
rango de la
For you
compañía,
to
tienes
reach
que
the
tener
first
300.
rank of the company, you need to
Entonces, si
have
tú entras por
300.
core,
So
es
if
o porque
you
no puedes
enroll by core,
pagar
it's
el otro
because
dinero,
you can't pay
lo
the
que se
other
entiende.
money,
La idea
which
es
is something
empezar. La idea
understandable.
es entrar.
The idea
Pero tienes que
is to
producir los
start,
otros 120
but you have to produce the
vendiendo
other
paqueticos de parche
120
sin ningún
selling
problema o
patch
entrando personas
without
a
any
trabajar
problem or
contigo.
enrolling people
Cuando
to
entras
work
en
with you.
Advance, es
When
la
you
persona que
enroll in
dice, desde
advance,
hoy
it's the
yo voy
person
por
that
todo.
says,
Ya tienes
starting
800
today, I'm
puntos,
doing
solo
everything.
te
You
tienes
have the
que
300
ocupar
points,
de dos
and you
personas a la
just
izquierda,
have
dos personas a
to
la derecha y
be
llegaste a
10
manager.
people on your
Y ya
left
tienes los
and
puntos
10 on your right,
generados.
and you reach manager,
¿Entiendes?
and you
El
have
premium.
generated
Hay
your
gente que me
points. Do you
preguntan cuál es el
understand?
beneficio de entrar
Premium. There are
en
people who
premium.
ask, what is
Dos.
the benefit
Uno,
of enrolling with
tienes
premium?
20
Two,
paquetes. Rachel, ¿para
one,
qué
you
yo
have
quiero
20
tanto?
packs.
Créeme
Rochelle, why do
que
I
después te
want
vas a
so
acordar de
many?
mí.
Believe me, you're
No todo el
going
mundo
to
tiene el poder
remember me.
adquisitivo,
Not
o si
everybody
también es
has
entendible,
the
pero la persona que ve el negocio y lo tiene dice,
power
voy
to
por ese.
purchase.
Nosotros
That's
entramos por ese y
understandable. But
muchos de
people who
nuestros
see the
líderes igual
business see
porque
it and see we're
entendemos.
starting with that. And
20
that's what
paquetes
we
de
did.
esto.
And
¿Qué
many
empieza?
leaders
Mi
too, because we
mamá, mi
understood
tía, mi
20 packets
abuela,
of
la
this
amiga
sleeves,
y
my mom, my
prospectos que
aunt,
tú vas a
my
sacar tu
grandma,
lista de
my
tu
aunts,
teléfono,
and
a
prospects that
quien tú
you're
le vas a
going to get
regalar
out of
5
your
parches,
phone
6
list,
parches, 10
who you are
parches,
going
para que ellos
to
empiecen a probarlo y
give 5
quieran
patches, 10
tener el producto.
patches
Y lo segundo es,
for
hay
them
algo
to
que
be
se
able to
llama
try the
autoenvío.
product. And
Autoenvío
the
es un
next thing
requisito para los que
is
tenemos
the
este
auto
negocio.
shipment. Auto
¿Qué es el
shipment is a
autoenvío? Yo
requirement
lo
for whoever
traduzco de
has
esta
this
manera
business.
como tu
What is
renta.
auto shipment? I
¿Qué
translate
es
it
tu renta?
as your
Nadie que
rent.
tiene un
What
negocio
is your
paga una
rent?
renta de
Nobody who has a
$200.
business pays a
Nadie.
rent of
Las
$200.
rentas son mucho
Nobody.
más caras.
The
Hay
rent is
mucho más
much more
dinero.
expensive. It's
¿Esto
much more
qué es?
money.
Ok, tú entras ahora, te
What is
inscribes y
this?
dejas
Okay, you
autoenvío,
enroll,
donde tú dejas
you
un pedido
leave
de
it on
2
auto
paquetes
shipment where you
para el mes
have
próximo. No
a
te lo cobran
two
hoy, el
sleeve
mes próximo. Que yo
shipment for
siempre le
next
digo a nuestro
month.
equipo,
Okay, they
tienes
don't
30
charge it
días,
today,
tú
but until
dejas tu
next month. What
autoenvío.
do I tell them? You have
Eso es
30
para tu
days. Leave it
activación
on auto
mensual.
shipment for
Para
you
tú
to be
estar
able to
activada y
do your
cobrar
monthly
tus
activation,
comisiones,
for
tú
you
tienes que
to be
tener
active
110 puntos.
and charge
Por
your
eso lo de los 2
commissions. You have to
paquetes,
have
porque cada uno te da
110 points.
75
That's why
puntos.
you need two sleeves because
Entonces, tienes
each
que
one
tener
of them
110
gives you
puntos. Pero ¿qué
77. So you
ocurre?
have to have
Cuando tú
110
empiezas a
points.
vender
But
esto,
what happens
cada
when you
paquetico
start
que tú
selling
vendes te da
this? Every
77 puntos
pack that
también.
you sell gives
So
you
yo le digo,
77 points
no
too.
se pongan porque
So
hay
let
gente,
me
porque es
tell
normal,
you,
empieza,
I know that it's
autoenvío,
normal. And there are
tengo que
people who say,
dejarlo.
auto
No,
shipment,
gente, es
I
un
have to leave
requisito del negocio.
no,
Es
it's
una
just a
renta.
requirement
No
of the
veas lo
business.
que no
It's
puedes
a
hacer.
rent.
Mira lo que
Don't
sí puedes
see what you
hacer.
cannot
Deja tu
do.
autoenvío
Look at what you
estipulado
can do.
y
Leave your
tienes
auto
30
shipment
días
on,
para
and you
vender 2
have
paquetes
30
de
days
esto.
to
Y
sell
ya te
two
vienen los
sleeves of
puntos.
this, and you already
Tan
got the
sencillo como
points.
eso.
It's
Y
as
te
easy
activas
as that.
siempre
And you are
y tú sigues
always
cobrando
active and you're
comisiones de lo
always
tuyo.
charging
Entonces,
commissions.
el premium que
So
pasa te da
the
3
premium,
meses
what happens, it
sin
gives you
tener que
3 months
autoenvío.
without having to be on
Entonces,
auto
esos son los dos
shipment.
beneficios de premium.
So
De
those
lo
are the two
contrario,
benefits of
tú
premium.
puedes entrar con
On the
Advance
contrary,
y
you
empezar desde
can
ahora
enroll
o
with
puedes
Advance
empezar
and
con
you can
Core
start
y
right
empezar
now
desde ahora
or
porque eso
start
te da
with
la
core and
posición
start right now
en la
because this gives you
organización.
the position in the
Esto es lo
organization.
que es
This is
X39
what
y ser parte
X39
de
is
nuestro equipo,
about and
que se
being
llama
part
Be
of our
the
team,
Light.
which is called Be the
Esto es
Light.
lo que es.
This
Un
is what it
producto
is.
único,
It's a
un producto que
unique
está cambiando
product,
vidas,
a product which
familias,
is
salud,
changing lives,
finanzas,
families,
que está
health,
trayendo bienestar y
finances,
que
that is
cada vez,
bringing
escúchame,
well-being, and that
va a
each
llegar el
time,
momento
listen to
en
me,
que
there's
todo el
going to
mundo
come a
va a estar
moment
hablando del
in which
X39
everybody's going to
y
be
tú vas a
talking about
recordar, si hoy me
X39,
dices
and
que
you're
sí,
going to remember
yo
that if
estuve en
you
una
didn't say
reunión y
today
hoy
yes to it,
todo el
I
mundo
was at a
habla del
meeting and look,
X39 y yo he
everyone
dejado
has
esa
X39
responsabilidad.
and I let
Yo
this
solamente
opportunity
espero que ese no
pass.
sea el
I
caso
just
tuyo.
hope that this is not
Ojo,
your case.
entendemos
Now,
también que esto no es
we
para
do
todo el mundo.
understand that this is not
Esto
for
no es
everybody,
para todo el
okay?
mundo. Pero
This
si
is
tú
not for
sientes esa
everyone.
corazonada
But
que el
if
miedo no
you
sea el que
feel
te
that
no te permita que
intuition don't
sí.
allow
Bien,
fear here to
Entonces,
not
vamos a hacer
allow
algo.
you to
Vamos
say
ahora,
yes.
pónganme
Okay, so
preguntas,
let's do
cualquier pregunta que
something.
ustedes
Write
tengan
down
en
questions.
el
Any
chat,
question
se
that
la
you might
podemos
have in the
poner.
chat, and
Tenemos
we
unos
can
cuantos
reply.
minutitos.
We have a few more
Déjame parar
minutes.
la grabación para que quede
Let me
bien.
stop the recording for this to be clean.
Ok, a ver, déjeme ver. Pregunta. Yo
Okay,
veía por
let's
ahí.
see.
Sí. A ver. Ok,
Okay, yes,
lo que
yes,
veía ahí
yes,
era
yes.
testimonios. ¿Alguien tiene
Okay, I
alguna
was seeing
pregunta?
testimonials. Does
Si
anybody have
tienen
any
alguna
question?
pregunta,
If you have
déjenme
any
saber.
question, let me know.
Pueden ponerla en el chat.
You
sin
can
ningún
write it
problema.
down in the chat, no problem.
¿Cómo haces para comprar la membresía
What do
Advance?
you do
Ok,
to purchase the
importante.
advanced membership?
Todos los que están
Okay,
en esta
important.
llamada,
Everybody who
vayan
is in
ahora
this
con quien te
call,
invitó a la
go
llamada.
with
La
whoever
persona que te
invited you to the
facilitó el
call, the
enlace,
person
el
who
link. Tú
facilitated the
vas y le
link.
dices, mira,
You can
yo,
go
por
with
ejemplo,
them
tú,
and say,
Gabriela,
hey, look,
vas
for
a la
example,
persona que te
Gabriela,
invitó y le
go
dices,
to the
yo
person who
quiero
invited you and
entrar
you
en
can
el
say,
Advance.
I want to enroll
Y
with
punto.
advance.
Y ya
And
ella te va
that's
a
all.
enviar un enlace porque
And they're
acuérdate,
going to
cada
send you a
persona,
link.
cada
Because
distribuidora tiene
remember,
un
each
enlace.
person, each
¿Ok? Y
distributor
entonces de
has a
esa
link.
manera
So that way you're going to enroll into the team with her. I'm going to love having you in my team. How do I do to, and how many times do you see results for the patch, Paloma? I explained it at the beginning. I truly can't say it's going to happen to you in a month. I felt it in 24 hours. So did my husband. I felt it the same day. So did my husband. But there are people, because we've already been here for 6 months and we know the testimonials, who have taken a week, others 4 days, others it's taken a month, others 2 months. By recommendation of the owner of the company and the founder and the inventor of this, he says that we shouldn't have an opinion of the product unless we have used it at least for 3 months. At least for 3 months. That is why, for me, the core pack is the one that I most like because it brings the 3 months and the person can try out and say, okay, let's see how it's working. But give yourself the specific time. Giving you the specific time, I can't tell you because I don't know specifically what the stem cells are going to do in your body, but it does change. It does go through a range between 1 and 3 months. For me, the best one, Estela X39, the technology. There's other patches in the company. The company has 13 patches approximately. Yes, 13. Nevertheless, all those that were out there were before the X39. The moment that X39 was out there, the technology was the most advanced. And for any condition, X39, no confusion, any condition, okay? X39. So that's a patch, definitely. No, each patch individually, no. We don't sell them. We don't sell just one patch. I'm sorry, no. The minimum that you can purchase here is a pack that has 30 and has a cost of $149 if you are a retail. But there's a program that they have called Preferred Customer, which is going to give you a $99 for the sleeve and you have a monthly fee of $20. Okay, let's see. What else? What else? Amnesia, the same. Okay, people, any condition, X39. Any condition, okay? She says that I look prettier in these 6 months. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. How much does the patch last? You put it on 12 hours, you take it off 12 hours. You put it on for 12 hours, preferably in the morning. Why? Because this is going to give you energy and you don't want energy at night, right? Nevertheless, I know people who work at night and they put it on at night. Personally, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I put it on at 7 approximately when I'm getting dressed to go to school, and at 7 p.m. I take it off. Talking about that, I have to take it off. You can put it on your clothes? Yes, you can. A person who has received radiation, does they have any counterindication? No, this is not a medication. So there is no kind of adverse effect. But if you had that radio frequency therapy, this is actually something that is going to help you. There is a kid, for example, that had a lot of allergy. His skin was super weak and sensitive. She doesn't want to put anything. And I told him, don't worry, stick it into his pocket or in his shirt. You don't have to put it on the body. You can put it on the clothes.
Ok, ¿qué más? Pregunta para el dolor. Miren, yo lo que les recomiendo, para el dolor.
What I recommend for pain, Ice Wave, okay?
Pero yo les voy a decir.
But let me tell you, what I recommend is as follows. Since we are saying this is the most advanced technology, and this is going to help you with any condition. What I recommend, and this is what everybody says, we have a lot of doctors in the business. There are some doctors that don't see this as an option. They don't want even to study it, but there's a lot of doctors who've seen what this can be done and have that perspective. Yesterday, we did a live with Dr. Dario, who said, I do see it, and I love the results that I'm seeing in my patients and my wife and myself. But what I recommend is for you to start with this, and when you already have been using the X39 for at least 2 months, you can start with another one according to what you want to help with. Why? Because if you don't start with this on your own, you're not going to know about the benefits. If it's X39 or if it's another one that you're wearing. So this one that works with all the conditions, I would start using it at least for 2 months in a row.
Para todo tipo de amiga.
For all kinds of friend.
tipo de
Isabel,
dolor.
hear me. Any
Literalmente, mira,
kind
mi
of
esposo ayer tenía un
conditions.
dolor acá en
Literally,
el cuello
my
terrible.
husband had a
Se puso
horrible
ayer
pain
parche.
last night in the neck. He
Es que
patched himself,
te digo la
and I,
verdad, yo
it's just,
entiendo la
I have
incredulidad
to
de
tell
algunas
you the
personas.
truth. I
Porque uno
understand
dice,
people's lack
yo
of
que estoy en
belief
el
because
negocio y que lo
you
tengo.
think
Hay
me,
veces
that
que
I'm
tengo
in the
un dolor y
business and
digo,
that I have
no,
it.
nada, me voy
Sometimes
a
I have
poner
a
el
pain and
parche.
I'm like,
Y de pronto
okay,
no
let
tengo
me
dolor
try
y
the
digo,
patch. And suddenly I don't
esto
feel the
se
pain
tiene,
and I'm
mi
like,
hermano, más gente tiene que
my
conocer,
God,
no
this
puede
that we have
ser.
in our hands, more
Cualquier
people
dolor,
have to
amor,
know about it. It
cualquier dolor,
can't be
te lo puedes poner.
any pain, my friend, any pain. You can wear it.
¿Me puede decir a cuánto nos sale a los distribuidores?
Can you
Los
tell me
distribuidores nos
what
salen
is the cost for
$99.
distributors? Distributors,
Nos salen
$99
$99. Eso es lo que nos
is
sale
the
el
cost for
paquete.
distributors.
Por eso ves
Sorry, distributors of
2.95
each
el
sleeve.
core. Y
That's
el
why
core
core
trae
is
3,
$2.95 and it brings
$99
three.
por cada paquete.
$99 per pack. Per
Personas de
sleeve, sorry.
85 años, a cualquier edad, cualquier
People
edad.
of 85 years old, yes, any age. Absolutely any
Exacto.
age.
Gracias, Carol, por responder.
Exactly. Thank you, Carol, for replying, for answering.
X39, reina, escúchenme, gente.
X39, my queen, listen to me,
X39.
people.
Vamos a hacerlo
X39.
simple.
We're going to do this simple,
Personas con
okay?
condiciones mentales.
People
Bueno, mi
with
papá
mental
tiene
conditions. Okay,
demencia.
my father has
Le
dementia.
diagnosticaron principio de
He was
demencia.
diagnosed
Y yo había estado no
beginning of
escéptica,
dementia.
sino
And I
muy
was
escéptica porque
accepted, well,
todavía
not
está en esa
accepted,
etapa en
but
que se
he's still
olvida,
in
pero
that phase in
regresa
which he
y no ha
forgets,
querido
but
ir
he
a,
comes
no
back
quiere tener ayuda en
and
la
he
casa
doesn't want to
permanente.
have
So,
permanent
tengo que
help
estar
at home. So
cuidándolo,
I have
etcétera.
to be taking
Y no
care of
tenía
him,
quien me le quitara
etc.
el parche. Y
And I
decía,
didn't
bueno,
have
hasta que
anybody that
pude
could take the
coordinar con la
patch off
enfermera,
him
una que me
until
la
I
hago
was
en la
able to
mañana, otra que se me
coordinate with
empieza
a
a
nurse
caer.
that goes in the morning and the
Y
next
el
other one.
cambio en mi
And I
papá,
started
yo puedo
patching him.
verlo.
And the change in my father is
Impresionante.
something I can see.
Ya él
And it's
puede
impressive.
estar más consciente de
He
las
can
cosas
now
que se
be
le
more
olvidan
aware of
y se
things
da
that he used to
cuenta.
forget,
Está
and he
durmiendo. Antes
realizes
no dormía,
he's
tenía
sleeping. He
trastornos
didn't
sueños
sleep before.
horribles,
He had
dormía de
problems,
día,
horrible
se
problems with
despertaba de
sleep.
noche.
He would wake
Entonces,
up
personas con
during the
enfermedades,
night and sleep
todo,
during the day.
allí
People
les
with
digo, por
mental
eso les digo, hagan
illnesses,
una
all of
foto,
them. That's why I
porque
said take a picture
artritis,
because
todo lo que te puedo ocurrir,
arthritis,
cualquier
anything
tipo
that
de
you can
condición,
imagine,
cualquier
any
tipo
kind
de
of
condición,
condition, any
cualquier
kind
tipo.
of condition, any kind.
Sí, lo de los $20 es una anualidad,
Yes,
no
the
mensual, perdón.
$20
Sí, cuando
is
eres
not a
preferred
monthly
customer.
subscription. It's
Ah,
a yearly subscription
¿Cuántos
for being a
días hay que
preferred
esperar
customer.
desde que lo
Sorry.
compras para tener
How
el
many days do you
producto?
have to
Hay
wait
dos
since you purchase
opciones.
to be able to have the
Puedes
product? There
pagar
are
y lo
two
tienes en
options.
6 días
You
o
can
si no en
pay and you
5
can
a
have it
6
in 3
días
days,
te
or if
llega el
not, from
producto.
5 to 6 days, you receive the product.
¿Desde qué edad lo pueden
From
usar?
what age
Mira,
can it be
todo el
used?
mundo lo puede usar.
Look,
Nosotros,
anybody can use it.
ok, la parte, te voy a decir la parte que es la
I'm going
correcta.
to tell you the
Como no se
correct
pueden hacer
way of using it,
estudios ni en
okay?
mujeres
Since you can't
embarazadas
do
ni en
studies
niños,
in pregnant
la
women
compañía y nosotros
or in
decimos que es una
children, the
decisión
company
personal.
and we
Dentro de
say that it's a
compliance,
personal
así es. Es
decision.
una
Inside
decisión personal
compliance,
si lo
that's how
usas
it
en niños y
works.
si lo usas en
It's a
mujeres
personal
embarazadas.
decision if you use
Ahora,
it in pregnant women
en mi
and in children.
experiencia,
Now,
no te puedo
in
negar,
my
lo que hemos
experience,
vivido
I
nosotros,
can't deny what
mujeres
we've lived.
embarazadas que lo usan,
Pregnant
que están
women
perfectas,
who use
unas ya
it
han
and
tenido
are
los
in
bebés,
perfect
otras
state,
todavía lo
some have
tienen,
had their
y
babies
en
already,
niños,
others are
madres
still pregnant.
increíbles
And
que han
in
decidido
children,
ponérselo a sus
amazing
niños con
moms who
alguna
have decided
condición,
to
puede
patch
ser
their children
autismo,
with a
puede
condition.
ser
It
cualquier
can
otra
be
condición,
autism
y
or
han
any other
decidido
condition.
ponérselo y
And
los
they've
niños están
decided to patch their
perfectamente bien
kids, and
y
the
los han
kids are
logrado.
doing
Entonces, esa es una
amazingly well,
decisión
and
personal
they've
de cada
helped
uno.
them. So that's a personal decision of every one of us.
¿Cómo es posible que funcione
How is it
sobre la
possible
ropa?
that
Porque
it works on top of
tú
clothes?
produces luz.
Because you
Entonces,
produce
siempre y cuando
light.
esté a 6
So as
pulgadas de
long
tu
as it's
cuerpo,
at least 6
funciona
inches from your
exactamente
body,
de la misma
it
manera.
reflects the
Porque
light
el parche lo que
exactly
hace es
in
que
the
viene en
same way, because
contacto
with the
y
patch
refleja
is it has
y
the
rebota tu
contact and
luz.
it reflects the
Exactamente,
light
es lo
from
único
your
que
body.
pasa. No hay
Exactly, that's the
ninguna
only thing that
otra
happens.
respuesta.
There's no other
¿Cuál es
answer
el
to that
parche
one.
para el sueño?
What is the patch for sleep?
Este te ayuda a dormir.
This one helps
X39,
you sleep.
gente.
X39. People,
X39. Cuando ya uno
X39.
entra, ustedes
When
entran,
you
entonces
enroll,
está
you
Silent Night,
are
el
going
modelo
to
que se
see you
usa
have
para la
Silent
noche,
Night, which is one of the ones
pero
that are used during the nights.
X39,
But
escúcheme, tú no
X39,
quieres otro
hear
tipo de
me, you don't
tecnología, la
want any
tecnología
other
más
kind of
avanzada, ya
technology.
después
The
que tú
most
entras, hay
advanced
miles de
technology,
productos,
after you
libros,
enroll,
documentos
there are
que te
thousands of
explican
documents that
parche por
explain
parche para qué
patch
es
by
bueno y
patch
dónde te lo
what
pones.
they're good
Entonces ahí
for
tú
and where
empiezas a
you can
ver
put
y
them
una de
on.
las cosas que
And that's
hacemos
when
es
you
el
start seeing, and
autoenvío.
one of the things
Ah,
that
bueno,
we
yo
do
voy a
is the
probar
auto
el que
shipment.
yo
Okay,
uso,
I'm
que me
going
ayuda
to
con las
try,
hormonas
okay,
y
the
era
one that
porque el
helps
doctor
me
se le
with
decía, no sé,
hormones
eso
and
está
appetite,
bien,
which
lo
is
uso.
SP6.
Ese
I
era el
also use that
glutathione.
one. I
Pero
use
ya yo empecé a usar ese después de llevar
glutathione.
3 meses
But I started
consecutivos
using that
solo con el
after 3
X39.
consecutive months only
Solo con el
with
X39.
X39,
Ahí empecé a
only
agregar
using
entonces y a
X39.
conocer los
Afterwards, I
otros
started
patches.
adding
¿Ok?
glutathione
Entonces,
and the other patches.
pregunta, ¿quiénes de los que están acá Y a mí no me gusta dejar la reunión como que vamos a ver qué pasa con
So
la
let's
vida.
ask, okay,
Debemos ser
whoever is here.
personas
I
de
don't like to
decisiones.
leave the meeting saying,
¿Quiénes de
oh,
los
well,
que
let's see
están
what happens
acá
with life.
que
We have to
vivieron
be
eso por
people of
primera vez,
decisions.
hoy se
Who are
inscriben
here
y
who
se
have heard
comunican
this
con
for
las
the first
personas que
time are
vienen de
going
todo?
to enroll today
Quiero
and
ver.
communicate with
No,
the
efectos
person who invited
secundarios
them?
no
I want
hay
to
porque
see.
esto no
No,
es ningún
there are
químico ni
no
ningún
adverse
medicamento.
effects. This is no chemical. This is no
Perfecto, ya me
medication.
inscribí, muy bien,
Perfect.
qué
I already
bien.
enrolled. Amazing.
¿Quién
Well done.
más? ¿Quién más
Who
dice?
else? Who else says me?
El efecto de un parche. Ya
The
me
effect
inscribí hoy,
of a
muy bien,
patch. I already
felicidades. Yancy
enrolled.
dice yo.
Amazing.
Verónica dice yo.
Jancy
¿Quién
says
más?
me.
¿Quién más?
Congratulations, Veronica. Me. Who
¿Quién
else?
más? A ver,
Who
¿quién más
else?
dice? Yo le
Let's
doy.
see who
Yo ya
else
estoy inscrita.
says
Muy bien, Ana.
me.
Perfecto.
I'm enrolled. Okay, Anna. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Well
Cuando
done.
tú entres
Perfect.
al negocio, todos los
When
recursos
you
los
enroll
tienes.
into the business,
Inclusive
you
yo
have
grabé una
all the
llamada como esta.
resources. I even recorded a call
Perfecto.
like
Muy
this one.
bien,
Okay,
Verónica.
perfect.
Perfecto. Te
Amazing.
comunicas con
Perfect.
Francesca. Muy bien. Ya
Yes.
contacté a mi
You
amiga, dijo
communicated
Daniela.
with
Muy
some
bien.
Francesca. You contacted your
Perfecto.
friend. Okay,
Pues
perfect.
bienvenidos. En
Well,
cuanto
welcome.
entras, empiezan los
Now, the
entrenamientos.
moment that you
Martes,
enroll, you
miércoles y
start with
jueves, pero
trainings
igual tenemos una
Tuesday,
plataforma que
Wednesdays,
se
and
llama
Thursdays,
School.
but we also have a platform
Y en
called
esa
School.
plataforma están
And in
todos
that
los videos que
platform,
tú puedas
you have
imaginar.
all the
Todos
videos
nuestros
that you can
entrenamientos son en
imagine.
vivo,
All our
pero también
trainings
tú ves
are
todas las
live, but
grabaciones en
afterwards, you
YouTube
can see
y
all the
en nuestro
recordings on
canal de
YouTube,
YouTube y también
in our
en
YouTube
School.
channel,
Y
and
también tenemos
also
una
in
aplicación
School.
que se llama
And we also
Boards,
have an app
donde
called
están todos los
Boards,
videos, todos
where
los
you have
PDFs,
all the
todo, y es muy
videos, all the
fácil
PDFs, everything,
de
and it is very
compartir
easy to
para las
share
personas que tú vas a estar
for the
prospectando.
people that you're
Y
going to
ya
be
tú te inscribiste
prospecting
hoy,
for.
ve
And you
pensando.
enroll
Próximo
today?
jueves
Okay,
hay una
start
llamada
thinking.
como
Next
esta,
Thursday,
donde
there's a
tú
call
puedes
like this
invitar
one
gente.
where
Y la
you can
cierras así
invite
como hicimos
people
hoy.
and you can close it like
Exactamente.
today.
Y eso es lo que
Exactly like
nosotros
that.
repetimos y
And
repetimos
that is
semana
what
tras
we
semana
repeat and
para
repeat
que
and
nuestro
repeat
equipo
week
crezca
after
y
week
para que
for
nuestro
our
equipo
team
siga
to grow
haciendo
and
esta
our
misión
team
tan
to
linda que
continue
tenemos
with
unidos.
this
Esto no se puede
amazing
hacer
mission
solo.
that united us.
Todos
We
en
can't do
equipo,
this on our
todos
own.
en familia,
As a
todos
team,
unidos
as a
por un mismo
family, all
propósito, que
united
es
for a
cambiar
same purpose,
vidas,
which is
mejorar la
changing
salud de las
lives,
personas que conocemos y
improving
los que no
people's
conocemos
health,
y para el
people
que le
that we know and that
interese
we don't know,
también generar
and
más
whoever
dinero.
is
Porque
interested
como
to
yo siempre
generate
digo,
more money.
dos de las
Because
áreas
as I
que
say,
realmente más
two of the
dividen las
areas
familias
that
y
truly
hogares, salud
more
y dinero.
need
Porque si no
money
tienes salud, puedes tener todo
and
el dinero
health
del mundo. No vas a poder
that we
disfrutar.
truly most need is
Y hay
money and
muchas
health
veces
because we
llegamos
can
a
have
nuestras
all
casas
the money in the
crónicas
world. If we
para
don't have
darnos
health,
cuenta
we
de que hay,
cannot
porque hice esto,
enjoy. And
porque hice aquello.
sometimes we
Y
have
vamos
to
a
fall into
cuidarnos.
a
Y esta es una
chronic
manera de educar a que hay que cuidarse de salud natural
diagnose
y
to be
hacia
able
los
to
recursos
realize
que
that we
tiene
have to
nuestro
take care
propio
of each
cuerpo.
other. And how do
¿Ok?
we take
Así que
care
si
of
tú
each
eres esa
other?
persona que dice, yo
With
quiero saber si yo
natural
quiero un hijo,
products and with the
ven que aquí
resources
te
of our
apoyamos.
own body. So if you want to
Sí,
unite to
todos
this mission,
nosotros,
come. We're
Rubén,
waiting
todo
for
lo
you.
tenemos en inglés
Yes.
y en español. E
Ruben,
inclusive toda
everything
nuestra
is in
llamada, aquí
English
van
and
a
in
escuchar al
Spanish. And even
intérprete
all these
que
calls
está
here with the
haciendo la
interpreter
traducción en
that is
inglés, la
translating to
tenemos en
English,
todas las
we
llamadas,
have her in all our
siempre.
calls,
Porque para
always.
nosotros es importante
Because
porque
for us,
tenemos
it's
gente en
very
inglés y
important
tenemos
to be
gente
inclusive
en
because we
español.
have
De hecho,
people
ya
in
vemos mi
English and
equipo
people
ahora.
in Spanish.
Hoy
We
estábamos
actually have a
traduciendo
team
todos los
right now.
videos
Today
en
we
italiano
were
y
translating
¿cuál es el
all the
otro?
videos from
Con el
Italian
idioma de Albania
and in
también.
Albanian.
Porque hay muchas
So
aplicaciones y
imagine,
estábamos
because
hoy
there's a lot of
traduciendo todos
apps
esos
and we
videos.
were
Porque cada
translating
vez que
all those
hacemos más,
videos
estamos
because
creciendo en el
each
equipo de
time we're
Europa.
growing more, we're
Estamos en más de
growing in the
80
European
países,
team.
así
We're in
que
more than
te
80
pedimos.
countries.
Bien,
So don't limit
que Dios me
yourself.
los bendiga.
Okay?
Gracias por
So God
acompañarnos.
bless you.
Cuídense
Thank you for
mucho
being with us. Take
y
care.
los espero por los
And
entrenamientos a
we
todos los que
wait
se
for you
inscribieron.
at all
Y
the
los que no,
trainings,
si
everybody who
necesitan
enrolled. And whoever
pensarlo,
didn't enroll, if you need to
que te
think about
quedes
it,
manejando y pídele dirección a Dios. Dios es el que
ask
te puede
God for
decir.
direction.
Así, no
God
estoy
is the
hablando
one that
religión.
can tell you.
Dios
And
te
I'm
puede
not talking
decir si
about
este es el
religion.
momento. Hay
I'm
muchas
talking
personas
about
allá
God.
afuera
He
orando
can
por
tell you if this
oportunidades
is the
como
moment.
esta.
There are a lot of people
Y a
out
lo
there
mejor tú eres una de ellas
praying for
y estás aquí.
opportunities like this.
¿Ok?
And maybe you're one of them
Nos
and you're
vemos la
here.
próxima.
So
Bye.
see you next
Cuídense mucho.
time. Bye.
Gracias
Take
por todo.
care. Thank you for everything.